Welcome back to the Buds Podcast, episode 71. We're back here with our Thursday night football review and our fantasy now playoff preview and review. Thursday night football game still going on, but it's a virtual blowout, so we decided just to go ahead and start this while it was still going on. About 4 minutes left in the game, the Rams completely blew the Patriots out. Patriots don't really have an offense. I really don't know what to say.
They got Stidham in now.
Yeah, Stidham's been in the past 2 games in a blowout and then in a blowout, but the opposite way. But yeah, I mean the only bright spot from this game is the Rams defense and Mr. Cam Akers, 169 rushing yards in what you could say is breakout game and probably the game to seal him the starting spot for the rest of the season. I think they go back to Darrell Henderson in goal line situations, but I think he kind of lost his starting spot there to Cam Akers. So yeah, Rams 24
showing his potential.
Yeah, I drafted Cam Akers, and we're talking about fantasy this week. I drafted Cam Akers 69 overall, I think. Didn't do anything. I was very high on him for some reason. And then he just got hurt, didn't really do anything, so I dropped him, and then you picked him up this week, and he went off. So
we'll show that after.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, nothing really big happened in this game. So I think unless you guys have something else to say about this game, we can go to fantasy.
Jared Stidham going to be the next great thing. The next Tom Brady.
I mean, I
hope he just got sacked. Never mind.
Are they going to start him next game? Because I think they got to get past Cam at some point if this is getting bad. I mean,
season's over pretty much.
Also, Cam's not their future. I mean, I'm not saying Stidham's their future, but he has a chance to be their future.
Well, Cam was a one-year rental deal for them. So
yeah.
They kind of have to make a decision after this year. Are they going to go with a rookie? Are they going to go with Stidham? Or are they going to find another veteran? And then, I mean, I don't know if Cam gets a starting spot somewhere next year.
He can't. I'm sorry, but
Carson Wentz.
No, because him and Carson Wentz are kind of out of jobs, I feel like. And
Eagles don't get rid of Wentz.
No, they can't get rid of him. He's too big of a cap hold on them right now. So, this all actually something I saw play out 10 years ago. So on last Sunday, 10 years ago, last Sunday, the Eagles were losing 23-3 or 20-3, and Mike Vick came in for his first time as an Eagles for the Eagles, and then on Sunday they were losing 20-3, and Jalen Hurts came in.
Well, I don't think you can compare that. Michael Vick was a veteran at that point.
Not really. He had only been with Atlanta for like 2 or 3 years, and then he was out of the league.
No. He was with Atlanta for 4 or 5. He was drafted, I think, in 2002, maybe 2001. And
I guess it was pretty early.
He got that charge, I think, in 2007 or 2008.
Yeah, but he was out of the league for like 1 or 2 years, or at least 2 years, I think.
2 years, yeah.
But
I mean, I think Jalen Hurts is better than Carson Wentz.
No, Jalen Hurts, the few passes he had, he was throwing some dimes. I mean, he did have an interception, but he was having to pass a lot for the first time in a while.
But like one part is like, okay, Jalen Hurts, he did good, but they can't get rid of Carson Wentz because he's just $50 million. You can't just not have somebody who's.
I guess if they were to cut him next year, it would cost them $43 million or like $50 million. But if they wait and cut him in 2022, it's only going to be 25. Only going to be like 22-20. So very manageable to spread that out if they can do that. I don't know if they can.
I still don't know why they drafted Hurts.
For this reason exactly.
It's like they knew Wentz would be trash.
But the thing, I mean, I guess that you could say like because if Wentz did bad, they could put in Hurts. But now they have Hurts, and I guess Wentz is just going to be a $50 million backup.
Well, what they were hoping is that Hurts would turn into what Taysom Hill was in New Orleans.
Now he's actually the quarterback.
Yeah. All right, we can go ahead and go to fantasy. We kind of went off there about Jalen Hurts for no reason, but fantasy. The regular season ended. It got kind of sweaty near the end there.
Let's look at this one, the shootout.
Yeah. So, Nick, you lost last minute to Hunter, basically.
I said I wouldn't mind losing to Josh Allen. Didn't think it would be this bad though. Cole Beasley and him combined for like 60 points.
Josh Allen and Cole Beasley just went off. Again, this loss really had no effect to you. You still clinched that third seed the week before. So this loss was kind of just a morale boost for Hunter, and it gave you a losing streak. Or you were already on a losing streak, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm on a 3-game losing streak.
So it puts you in some adversity in the first round of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Used
What
to
we
it.
got for the second game? All right. This all this game really did was clinch the 2 seed for Quentin, and it would have moved Brad up in the standings to 4, I believe, but he's still sitting there at 5 now. Or no, I don't. Brad, did you beat M1?
No.
Oh yeah, so you would have stayed 5, I think, either way, or 5 either way.
Yeah.
So again, really all this game was Quentin securing the 2 seed in a first round bye, and he did. It was you could say this was closer than it looked on by the score wise. I think it came down to, when was it?
It came down to like the Sunday afternoon game.
Oh, your guys' game were over early, I think.
Yeah. Considering I started Judy and then Janu Smith didn't play, I kind of had a shitty week.
But nonetheless, both these teams made the playoffs, so we move on to the next game. We had M1 versus Chris. Another a shootout, but like it didn't feel like a shootout the whole weekend. It felt really like M1 had it in the bag the entire weekend, even though Chris had Lamar Jackson going into that last week, or going into
M1 got lucky.
Tuesday night there. Now, say Lamar Jackson didn't throw that pick, that would put Chris at 108.48. So he would have been around 40 points off, but it still would have been a heartbreaker.
Miles Sanders has just been horrible lately.
Yeah, ever since he came back from that injury, he just hasn't been able to take off again. And I think partly due to what the offense was for them with Carson Wentz there. I feel like he might be able to pick up some production with Hurtson now. So, but again, I mean, Chris had a chance at the playoffs, but a lot of scenarios had to go down for him to even make it, and he lost, so that eliminated him. And M1 clinched that 4 seed for himself. So we can go to the next game. What do we got? Brendan versus Ben. Ben.
I mean, my team just fell flat. It just fell flat. I mean, then again, if I won, it wouldn't have mattered because Peyton won.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Herbert players
did horrible.
Get 0 points.
Henry did horrible.
Yeah, he won with
Moser did horrible. I mean, he
would have beat me with 2 people getting 0 points.
With Jefferson and Montgomery.
And you had a chance to win if you would have started Goff and Jones.
But I mean, why would I start Goff?
Yeah, because that would have been 51. Ben, that would have been
true.
around 51 points for you.
I probably wouldn't even started Jones either because I like Lockett and Brown.
But what went wrong this year, Ben? We can take a second. What went wrong?
Well, my second round pick was out for a majority of the year, and then the guy who I got as his backup, Raheem Mostert, was out the majority of the year. And I mean,
just an all-around shit year for Big Ben.
Brown was injured for 2 or 3 weeks at the beginning of the season. I mean, Jared Cook was not a good tight
your
end
bench
pick.
did outscore your starting lineup.
Okay, that's yes.
And someone on your bench was on the bye.
Yeah.
That's true.
Jared Cook had his best game.
I hope I don't get last. That's what we're looking for now.
Yeah, I mean, basically all you can do is just hope you don't get last, and
I gotta win 1 game.
B-Wood did clinch a playoff spot with this win. So if he wouldn't have won this game, it would have been interesting because Peyton could have taken him over there. So
should have been weird.
We can go to the next game here.
Another high-scoring game here.
Yes, it was. Begin against 2 people that really had no. I mean, Zeke did have a chance at the playoffs, but again, like Chris, a lot of stuff needed to happen, but he lost anyways. And Joe's team showed out for this last week of the season. Yeah, not like it mattered, but
Yeah.
you know, it happened there. So, yeah, I do. That does make Joe's record a little bit better. So he's not. I don't know
He's
if he's
tied with
in.
a few people now.
Yeah, there's 4 people tied at 5 and 8. So, let's go to the last game here, and then we can get to the records. Peyton just has my number this year. That's all I can say.
Rough week, huh?
Yeah, it didn't help. I had some injuries, and Latavius Murray just decided to do nothing. But I mean,
Shot Perriman.
yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know I was down bad.
The bench too good. Philip
no.
Rivers. That's good to matter.
You know, say Stafford did better than Phillip.
Yeah.
Oh,
Couldn't predict a Gibson injury.
yeah. The Gibson injury is what kind of sold me. I would have had a chance if he would have played the entire. Yeah, if Gibson would have played the entire game, I might have had somewhat of a chance, but you know, it never knows. Game really didn't affect me. I had already I think I'd already clinched the number 1 seed no matter what because I had head-to-head with Nick. So all this game was for Peyton to try to make it, and Peyton would have to hope for an M1 loss, and M1 didn't lose. So that really made the playoffs. That really made the playoffs really easy after that. So we can just go take a look at the standings now, because once M1 won, the playoffs were kind of set, and the playoffs stayed the same of what was last week. Nobody moved. Everybody stayed the same because everyone stayed in basically the same positions. Brad got to win. M1 got to win. B Wood got to win. Peyton got to win, and Quentin got to win. And so the standings were not moving anyway because they were all in the playoffs anyways. So it just left Peyton as the odd man out at 7 and 6. So yeah, I think like we predicted, the East was going to have more people in the playoffs than the West.
Yeah, 4-2.
4-2. We were hoping for a 5-1, but they did pretty good at the end of the season there. So, but yeah, I came out with the East title, and Quentin came out with the West title. So Quentin actually he was down bad for a while, but then he went on a decent win streak there to end the season. I mean, he's on a 1-game win streak right now, but before he played me, he was on a good win streak. So let's just take a look at the playoff bracket, and then we can look at the activity and then look at the game. So just like before, I mean, me and Quentin first round buys, and then B Wood and Nick play each other, and then Brad and M1. And as you see, Nick had an amazing start. We'll get to
see it.
I mean, honestly, let's just take a look at the consolation bracket right now too. I'll have to go over the game later.
Tough.
So Zeke and Peyton are playing as 7 and 8. Ben and Chris are playing as 9 and 10, and then Joe and Hunter are the 2 worst teams in the league out of the West, and they're playing in that last game right there. So I think basically what has to happen is if you go 0-3, you're in that last game, I think. But I don't know how it's gonna judge it, who goes in that last game. But I know if you don't win a game, you're in that last spot right there. So that's gonna be you gotta be bad to be in that last spot.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's not even you have to be bad. Sometimes your players just suck.
Yeah, your players have to be bad, or you just set a bad lineup. Yeah. So Ben has a chance for the forfeit. We're really pulling for Ben to get that.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Ben or Joe?
Have the best forfeit for Bubba.
Yeah, me too. And Nick, I'm not. Week 16.
No.
Lions play week 15. So they won't play week 16. I thought it was gonna be week 16. That I was upset when I looked and I saw they played week 15, not 16. It kind of ruined everything if Ben were to be in that last game. But yeah, we'll take a look at the matchup in a second. Let's just go to recent activity and then kind of gotta go off about something here in recent activity. I think a couple of us do.
Oh, I think the whole
Oh
fucking
yeah, right
the
here.
whole playoff roster, people who are actually in it to fucking win it. All of us had a claim on this motherfucker, but this dumbass motherfucker who's didn't even fucking make the fucking playoffs, but a fucking you're asset managing. Why the fuck? Well, who's gonna imagine he's in the fucking last fucking 3 games? I hope this motherfucker gets the fucking forfeit so we can make this fucker fucking have a burrito around his dick at the fucking Taco Bell. I don't fucking
So Peyton, I assume after the Washington game, everybody put a claim out for JD McKissick.
Yeah.
And I know for sure me, Brad, and Nick did.
Mike did too. I know Mike did.
So Mike did too. But Peyton, apparently he got the claim on JD McKissick. Jay McKissick, you can argue he's one of the best number 2 running backs in the league right now. Or he's a receiver basically. So
Not
man
just
got 10.
Of that.
He got 10 catches last game. 10 catches.
It's because Alex Smith loves throwing his running backs.
Loves it. If Antonio Gibson's not in, it's checking down to JD McKissick.
Yeah.
That's all he does. So JD
I don't understand why he needed to make. He made a few moves too.
Yeah,
I guess he's sweating not to finish last.
So let's go through Peyton's moves here. He added Graham Gano, and then up here he added.
You got Graham Gano.
If you scroll up farther, he added Peyton Barber,
Oh
another
my God.
Washington running back.
He added both of them.
Dropped Frank Gore, dropped Badgley, added Peyton Barber, and added the Panthers defense.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Really, the only people active during the waiver claims this week were M1 and M1, B1, and Peyton.
Well, no, it's because I had claims. I had claims on half of these fucks, but I just
I had claims on T.Y. Hilton and J.D. McKissick.
M1's dropped and added T.Y. Hilton like 3 times now.
Every time that he's gone off, he's been dropped, but every time he's been sucking cock, he's been on his roster. I mean, that's just
Rashard Higgins.
Whoever flows, though.
Wait, you dropped Christian Kerr?
Ooh, that's
I looked at it and I was like, nah, my receivers are what's stacked. I need a fucking running back.
Yeah, Christian Kirk, he put up 1 point last week.
Officially, everyone I traded him is gone.
I mean, for the moves Mike's made about accepting every trade that's come through his inbox and somebody in the playoffs is pretty cool.
And he did drop Mike Davis to pick up Jeff Wilson. When Mike Davis is going to start this week because Christian McCaffrey probably won't play. So that was a very, very, very questionable. I think Ben's going to be able to get him. Ben put out a waiver claim for him.
I asked him why he dropped him. All he said was "oh." I'm like, he started next
actually, Jeff Wilson is making a reappearance on Mike's team. He was on there after the Travis Kelce trade.
Yeah, that great trade.
Jeff Wilson, he was hurt for 3 weeks. Jesus Christ.
He split carries with like 3 running backs in San Francisco, so I don't know what that move is about.
Well, no, Mike, he did have a good game for Mike. He had like 32 points for him because I don't know if Mike started him that week.
Yeah, that was when he was the starter though. Like everyone was hurt.
He was. I don't know if he was on Mike's team.
Monday night, San Francisco got all the running backs back.
I'm actually really interested. Week 7, he lost to Chris, but did he have? Oh no, he didn't even start him that week. Oh no, he didn't even have him on his team. Did I have him?
Probably. That's when you made the trade.
Oh no, I had Travis Kelce. So Jeff Wilson was a free agent that week.
Just dropped it.
He must have dropped him right before then. Yeah. So other than really the Jay McKissick and Peyton Barber, it was kind of a quiet week because those were the 2 hot commodities on the free agents that everyone wanted as soon as Antonio Brown went down because Washington loves their running backs.
You mean Antonio Gibson.
Antonio Gibson.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. But let's take a look at the games for this week, or like the actual matchups, and then we can end up.
Only a few people had points.
Yeah, I was gonna say only 2 games had points. So Nick, you had a couple of your guys go off for you there.
Rams defense 20 points. Akers, the game of his life. Cooper Kupp got me a touchdown, solid. We're in a good spot right now.
Yeah, I mean, B Wood obviously has nobody played for him, but I mean, it's going to be interesting. I did call Nick Chubb 200 yards on Monday night, so.
Whoa.
The thumbnail actually is 250.
Oh,
So
I did not say 250. I said 200.
Well,
So
what do you
clickbaiters.
expect? What do you expect for someone that just doesn't know how to spell Canada either?
Okay. Okay. But yeah, your guys' game is going to come pretty close. It's going to be interesting. So let's go to the other playoff game.
Dude, it'd be nuts. B-Wood would have both Vikings receivers right now if he didn't make that trade with Field.
guys here about near the same points.
Yeah. So yeah, round. Brad, you got 6 this week, or 6 with Damian Harris. He went down though with an injury, so that kind of.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of like a filler player for you this week.
Yeah, because I don't really know about James Robinson too much, but I really just started Harris because I don't know. He's reliable enough to give me points. What I'm really kind of scared.
You didn't trust Melvin?
Yeah, why didn't you start Melvin?
I can still start Melvin. I'm just scared that he fumbles too much. And every time I start him, one time I started him, he had like 2 or 3 fumbles, and I was like, okay, that's fucking it, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And why didn't you start Kenyon? Because you could have started Kenyon Drake at the running back, and then Melvin.
Well, I can still start Kenyon Drake up with James Robinson, since James Robinson is still questionable. Even though
I didn't realize he was questionable.
But yeah, that it leaves a spot open. Damian Harris he's been reliable. He's gotten like 7 or 8 around their points, and like I was like, well, I'd rather just put some points up on the board that I know I can get, because Robbie Anderson sometimes is inconsistent. To be honest, like I'll be pretty fucking surprised if I win this week. To be honest, like my team's just sucked the fucking most mud in the past. Like,
I mean,
You're
right
just
now,
facing the Steelers.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you're telling me what is true about AP, like I'm probably just gonna get fucking blown out. To be honest, but
See, AP, yeah, he's their touchdown vulture now. Like he's kind of turned into that. And as weird as that sounds, but I think it's honestly because Bevel always wanted him to be more part of the offense, but I don't think Patricia let him. And now that Bevel's head coach, like Bevel's just letting him go crazy.
And Mark Andrews has scored 0 points before, so like he could potentially score 0 points. James Conner could potentially have 0 points. Like it just all depends, really, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're projected to win 55-45. So
projections don't mean shit.
They really don't. So let's go to these consolation brackets, which honestly they still mean a lot, because if you're in that last game, you're fighting for that forfeit. So first we got Zeke versus Peyton. I think Peyton takes this. Peyton has a strong team. Obviously, he was 7-6. He's gonna be the best player in the consolation bracket. So
it'd be great to see him basically miss the playoffs by 1 game and then just lose. It'd be
that would be pretty insane, honestly.
Just lose out.
I'm kind of preying on the Mckissick downfall now.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping Mckissick gets 0 points, and I hope Peyton Barber gets 18 points on this bench.
I would have been pissed off if he didn't start McKissick and just picked him up. I would have been pissed off. But
well, he's only probably starting McKissick because I think you scroll on his bench, I think someone was injured maybe.
No one. I mean, sure. He's not starting like Aguilar or.
Maybe it was someone he dropped.
Yeah, I think it was. But yeah, that Zeke can put up points and Peyton can put up points, so it's gonna be really close. They honestly
Hopkins questionable.
Yeah, that will be tough for Zeke. So.
Look at this great game here.
Yeah, let's go to that. Ben, how do you feel about this right now? You're projected 131.
I think I can win. I hope I win.
I mean, you got Derrick Henry versus Jacksonville. I hope he can put up points.
Ben has a lot of good matchups here.
Oh, his whole lineup, except
if he would have made the playoffs. But no, he had the choke.
Well, I mean Peyton won anyway, so.
Yeah, Andrew did that on purpose.
My God. Yeah, you're right.
Had to make the bracket how he wanted it.
Shut up, Matt. But yeah, Ben, you should win this. Chris, he's been struggling as of late. Seems like he just can't get a win. But again, you guys have 2 good teams. It's not like Chris was putting. I remember at the beginning of the season, we thought Chris was taking the league because he was putting up literally insane
in his
points.
division.
Yeah, he was literally putting up insane points, and then, like we said, I remember they were like it was Chris, Peyton, B. Wood. They were all doing good, and then they came and they started playing the East, and that's when they crumbled.
Yeah, because
That's
that's when
when-
the best division in football, baby.
So yeah, I think Ben is able to pull out this. He has about 10-point favored. Okay, and then we got the lowly losers down here. We got Joe
Adam's
versus
fan club.
we got Joe versus Hunter. Like I still think Hunter wins this. I've been saying it. Hunter has one of the best teams. He's one of the best of the worst teams.
He has a top quarterback.
He has a top quarterback. Wayne Gallman has gone off for him lately. Ever since Wayne Gallman has been starter, like he literally has
He's
put
been a
up.
god lately.
Yeah, he's scored over 13 points since week 7. Wayne Gallman he's good.
He's over
good.
500 yards on the season too.
Yeah, he's good. Like look at that. He put up a touchdown in how many straight games?
Who needs Saquon?
Yeah, he put up a touchdown in 5 straight games. So I think Hunter can win this year. Joe obviously has a lot of good. Actually, his whole team's favored with good matchups right now. So
Yeah.
he has Aaron Jones versus Detroit, and yeah,
Kirk Cousins versus Tampa Bay.
this game will be very close. I think here.
Start
so.
Sam Darnold.
God versus Seattle with D. And then me and Quentin there with the buys. Look at our teams there.
A hospital team.
I know, literally, I'm the hospital team right now. Like, I
Look at all the
scared.
Q's and D's.
I don't know what to do right now. Like, I hope giving everybody. I mean, obviously they're not taking a bye this week for me, but I hope being able to.
Be a shame if someone got hurt this week.
What?
Be a shame if someone got hurt this week.
Stop.
Travis Kelce.
You're praying. I don't even.
Dude, just imagine Antonio Gibson doesn't play, T. Higgins doesn't play this week and next week. Dude, if whoever wins against me and Mike, Loki got a cakewalk to the finals.
Well, no. If Antonio Gibson and T. Higgins don't play this week, that's just an extra week of rest for them to come back.
Yeah,
and play
I
next
said
week.
don't play this week or next week.
I mean, I think Antonio Gibson should play, and then McCaffrey should be back too. So, unless he gets hurt again.
Wait, it's
I really
Green
don't
Bay
know.
and Washington the next 2 weeks. Okay.
And Green Bay, they have one of the worst rush defenses, so that's very beneficial to him. But yeah, I think we take a look at the final standing, or we can take a look at Quentin's team right here. His team, he has a good team.
Cam Newton, 4 points on his bench.
I trade him Cam Newton for. Wait, I trade him Cam Newton and. Does he still have?
There's another sus trade.
I forget. No, it was actually pretty even. I think.
Henry Ruggs, Matt Stafford for Newton and Corey Davis.
And
he doesn't have any of these players now.
No, he has Cam Newton, but.
Yeah, but he hasn't started him.
Yeah, no, he started him. No, he started him 1 week, and it was like that next week, I think, and then yeah, but I don't have Henry Ruggs anymore. He doesn't have Corey Davis. It was basically Stafford for Newton straight up. But we can go look at the final standings projection and then talk about one last thing after that. Okay, so basically, it's just the playoff order. I'm 1, except Nick's 2, because he obviously has the second best record. Quentin's 3. M1's 4. Brad, you're 5. Peyton is actually 6. And B Wood is 7.
B Wood's 7.
Yeah.
Wait.
Which is kind of weird there.
Did we mess up the playoffs?
No, we didn't mess it up. ESPN did the playoffs. I didn't touch the playoffs. ESPN did the playoffs.
Apparently he's supposed to be 6, though.
No, B Wood does have the head-to-head versus Peyton, so that's why he's ahead of him. Because they were tied last week, and that's B Wood.
So
B Wood does
broken.
Yeah, B Wood does the head-to-head. And then who do we got? Zeke's actually at 8. 10's 9. Joe's 10. That says something if Joe's 10 because Joe's in the final game. That's 11 and 12.
Yeah.
And then Chris is 11 and
Hunter's 12.
And Hunter is 12. So Hunter made the biggest drop of the year, and Brad, you made the biggest jump of the year. So
And we didn't move.
Nothing new.
applaud to you guys. And me and you did nothing.
I was at 1 and 2 all season.
And there was a point I was at 12 this year. I was at 12 this year.
They didn't believe in Gibson.
No, I believed in Gibson.
No, when they
I
did
believed in Gibson the entire year. I never doubted that man once. And I mean,
I don't think I even went
ESPN
down
just
at
hated
all.
so, I think to end this off here, NBA draft or our NBA fantasy is going to be out Monday, where I have that video. So another long video probably, like all our other fantasy drafts. So yeah, that'll be out Monday. 12-man league. I think we're gonna have 2 new faces in it from our baseball and football. 2 different faces, and then we're having somebody come back. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, because I'm not playing. I can't do the everyday shit, man.
It's gonna be, and Brad won't be taking part in this, so.
Yeah. I can be the, what is it called? The unbiased spectator. The host of every.
You can be the advisor to the commissioner's office.
Yeah, that's it. Or I should just be the commissioner, since I'm not the one.
I'll keep an eye on the other commissioner.
Hey, stop.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Nick, you know why it gave me the number 1 pick? It's because I was.
Wait, you got the number 1 pick in basketball too?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
no,
whoa.
No, Brad, I'm randomizing the draft.
Okay,
it's because it's Brad. It gave me it because it just gives it goes draft order by. It goes draft order by join.
Yo, we should do a lottery.
That's what I've been saying.
I should be the ball boy for the lottery.
Yeah, get it out of a hat and be like,
yeah.
First pick.
No, we'll go down the order. And we should give people odds. So, like, if you did shit in the football one, you should get higher odds for the better.
Well, no, because there's different people. There's gonna be like 2 or 3 more different people that weren't in the football that are gonna be in this one.
Oh, so we should just draw all the names. I'll draw all the names out of a hat.
So
we could. That could be the last day of Budsmas. That could be. Or wait, when's the draft?
Sunday.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So what I'm saying is it can be during our NBA prediction video on Sunday that we release Sunday. We can do it right near the end there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it gives people an incentive to watch to the end.
Can't see who pays off the
bread. But yeah, no, I mean, we can talk about that more. If not, I can just randomize the thing and it can just be whatever ESPN gives once everybody joins. We still have 4 people to join. So, yeah. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys could drop a like and subscribe, that would help out a lot. And fantasy playoffs have started. It's going to be 3 very interesting and fun weeks with the 6 people that are in it. So we'll see you guys next time.